Hey everyone, welcome back. Using demo and tools to learn CISSP. I'm Chen Zhang, Microsoft Azure MVP, AWS Certificated Solution Professional. Today our topic will be the same as the certificate, using digital signature to sign a testifier and validate it by public key. The topic is very long, but the concept, the idea is not too complicated, because as we all know, the digital signature is coming from the certificate. I think it's the main usage for a certificate, because the certificate have several functions such as the encryption and digital signature plus with the authentication. But if we have already got the idea from the CISSP the guide, we will know that if we try to use the certificate to make the encrypt the message, fire, the communication, the speed will be slower than the symmetric, because the certificate based on the asymmetric algorithm. That's the difference. So I think the main usage is the digital signature, and the digital signature is to sign fire or sign message, sign anything if we want. So this topic will be the same, come from the CISSP Study Guide 7th edition book, the page 240. I can show you 240. Okay. Digital signature, which have a very complete description of the forms, different forms, and different usage of the different digital signatures. Which key should I use? Blah blah blah. Digital signature standard, PKI certificate. But I think something. If let me to review this book, I will change the order. I will introduce the certificate, the PKI first, then I will switch to the digital signatures, because the digital signatures now has been one part of the PKI infrastructure. Okay, and last time I have already shown you the signature for certificate for the HTTPS is to use our digital signature to the certificate. But the concept always be the same, is just like this. If someone talk about Alice and Bob, we know someone is talking about the certificate, is talking about the encryption, decryption, digital signature. And let's look this flow. It's very simple. Alice will give a message, and this message will be signed by Alice private key, and I will stress that only Alice can hold the private key, and Bob, once got this message, he will use the Alice public key to make the verification, because the public key we can send to everyone, but the private key we just can't hold it ourselves. Okay, and signature today. This demo I will show you use the signature for a testifier using the ISA hashing algorithm and the SHA 256. The process is very simple. Just create a testifier using the same private key we generate last videos. Do you still remember? ca.key to sign this testifier. And one more step I need to point out. Last time I just created the certificate, which including the public key, but today we will use the public key later. So here we need to export our public key. Use this commander dash pub key, and we will generate our public key ca.pm. The last step is to make the validation. Use this commander signature with the public key. You see, private key first, sign the testifier, use public key to make the verify. Quite easy. Okay, let's switch to our demo environment. Okay, the same location as previous video. 5 different file about the public key, private key, even the CSR. But today we will not using the IA. We will just use the CA, because CA, I mentioned that the CA is the private CA we will use, and this IA just dedicated for the service role for the Apache. Okay, so I have already copied the same commander. Sorry, not this one. Okay. I can type one by one. The first is just create a short testifier from CISSP demos. We will generate testify example the tst. Okay, nano.tst. All right, and this step is the first step. Actually, the first step. We can take a look at the help first. We can see the main function standard commander is all about the encrypt, decrypt, private key, public key, and the second main part is about the message digest commander is to this is about the hash function to make the signature for our file, for our message. Okay. OpenSSL DGST. We will use our root CA. Okay, port, and we input our password. Okay, all right. We can see our example. The same content, but this file has been already signed by our private key. And we will export our public key. Okay, just to save time, I will copy paste. Okay, something wrong with here. Oh, no comment. Sorry, no comment. Okay, let's take a look. So we can see here we got the CA key is our root CA private key. CRT is our private root CA certificate, and CA.pm is our private root CA public key. We can take a look. That's the public key standard. Okay. The final step is to make the verification. Okay. Okay, verified. Okay. So if we because we're using the public key to make the validation. So if we try to use another key, just use this private key to make the verify. Let's take a look. You see, unable to load the key file. Or if we use another private key, private key, the same. So because the key pair is matching, so one private key match one public key, vice versa. Okay, this demo I have already shown you a very simple process of using the digital signature to sign a test file, and next demo I will give you a bonus, the same concept. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much.